The regular season sportscast.
This is a public service announcement.
Look, I usually don't do this, but it's kind of early in the day. I usually do my interviews at night after, I've had a little something. People are getting a little liquid courage. But I was asked to do this interview. A certain individual hit me up, said that he had a couple of things he wanted to say, and let's just say that yeah. Get ready, y'all. You have questions? Let us know what you want to know. He might not answer them. He might answer them. We don't know what we're getting when we're dealing with the Rogue One himself. House of Glory's first Grand Slam champ. So, what's new?
What's new?
What have you been up to? Like,
Got a little heavier.
Have we gone shopping lately?
Maybe.
Oh, it seems as though you brought some apparel over.
Yeah, I did. It's mine, so I might as well show it off, right?
It's pretty much yours, and you got it in timely fashion.
Yes. Less than 2 minutes.
Very impressive, I must say. Very impressive.
I think so.
Did when a moment like that occurs, first of all, you run into the building, and how did you get past security?
There's not much over there.
That's
Most
not a
people
good
don't
thing.
do their jobs at House of Glory shows, except that one guy, I guess.
That one guy.
That one guy that has a problem apparently with fans and megaphones and taking pictures and all that. But other than that, not much security over there.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as we all see in the video, your video got what 10,000 views.
Well,
That's
11,000.
something like that.
Yeah.
That's astounding. See, my measly testicle video at House of Glory got 1,500 views. Yours was like that goes to show you what goes over nowadays.
Yeah.
And it was at a fanfare. And it was funny because when it occurred, of course, I loved it. Like I said, I've always been a fan of yours. For you guys who don't know by now, we got the Rogue One himself, Mr. Anthony Gangone. I mean, the guy is now known as House of Glory's first Grand Slam champ. And what's more significant to you now? Is it being the House of Glory champion or the Grand Slam itself? Like, what do you think is the most significant thing for you?
I guess I would say probably the Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long road coming for you. I mean, we've seen you, early on. We spoke when you were last here. You spoke about you're coming up. Got your first booking 6 months into the game, right?
Correct.
And for you to take it to where we at nowadays, accomplishment above the means of which people didn't think that you can do stuff like this because you're not the biggest of the biggest.
No, but I mean, I don't know why anyone would doubt me. So, like, from the very beginning, I've made an impact, especially in House of Glory. So, anything was. I mean, I was the greatest champion. Period. When I had the Elite Championship, I had like 6 or 7 defenses before even the first House of Glory show.
The Elite Championship, not the
not
Grand
the stupid name,
Crown.
the Crown Jewel. I don't even know why they would allow that to be a name, but
I think I want to thank you more for changing the name when you had the belt for that than winning this accomplishment.
Yeah.
But when you're going through the motions and you're knowing that you're at the precipice, for me, because you have been in probably the most elite of all angles in indie wrestling in the modern day. You know, and I'm talking about everyone that you've been with Brian himself, the Ken Broadway situation, and now with you basically robbing and stealing.
some would say.
Some would say.
Some would say that.
But it's owed to you. I think it was owed to you.
I was a world champion at House of Glory way before I took the title.
Right.
So.
You didn't need the belt.
No. I made the elite title. I mean, what was Smiley doing with the world title? Nothing. C3 doing, making jokes as champion. So I'm gonna be the first legitimate champion outside of House of Glory. I'm gonna do it. So
some may say that you were. I guess the phrase would be ultimate opportunist. That's what it would be.
Ultimate opportunist.
That's what it would be.
Heist of the century.
I like that.
I've heard that one.
I like that one.
So.
That's actually one I might want to run with from now on. The heist of the century. Did you already had an intent going in? Because I know you were trolling for a little bit. You were telling people you were in certain places. I think I ever heard that you were in Alaska or something like that.
I said Florida, Miami, but you know, I lost the match in August, unfortunately. Thanks, Leroy Green. And, you know, my House of Glory contract, or whatever you want to call it, I lost, so then I had to be gone. But I still had the world title contract.
Right.
So that supersedes it. So I came, cashed in my contract, and I left. I'm not part of there. So
smart, man. I mean, you basically took advantage of a situation.
Yeah.
And as well as you should.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have the belt.
Yes. And
you're basically gone rogue to go with the name. Now, have you taken the belt on tour yet?
I've taken it this past Sunday to Beyond Wrestling. So that was the first stop that I kind of showed it off.
Was there a big reception for that?
Yeah.
Did they bring out like champagne and stuff?
Not exactly. Not exactly. The crowd over there don't particularly like our group, or the Crusade for Change, but.
Which, by the way, I think is a really. I love the idea, the concept. I like to see you have a big following of members.
Mm-hmm.
Got Marconi over there and such, which I got to get him in here sooner or later. This guy got to come in. And how do you come up with a formulation of that group? How is it that you put the pieces together for the Crusade?
Well, the Crusade was created by initially it was Mr. Darius Carter.
Mr.
And from that, he teamed with TJ Marconi at the initial stages of Beyond Wrestling, and then TJ came back to Beyond, and it kind of started the Crusade for Change. And Danny Only came in, who's a veteran, and he was with them for a little bit, and then the Minutemen came in,
right.
And then the last final piece was myself, because since I have joined, we've been 10-0, undefeated. I have never lost on a main show at Beyond Wrestling yet.
So I see that you guys are actually running roughshod over there.
Exactly.
And there seems to be some, from what I read, that there's some unhappiness with certain individuals there because you guys are that dominant.
Mm-hmm.
Is there going to be any type of payback from the locker room, and maybe find a way to take you guys out? Do you get any sense or feeling that somebody might be coming for you guys? I
mean, they could try, but I think we've proven this entire year that it doesn't matter. I mean, we were in there in the ring with legends like Death and Homicide and B-Boy and Eddie Kingston, and they couldn't take us out. So you think those guys who've actually had to fight their entire life in the wrestling business couldn't take us out? You think anybody out at the Beyond, in the Beyond roster would be able to do that? I don't think so.
Right. And you guys, like I said, real strong, real got a humongous stable over there. Mm-hmm. Are we gonna see that coming through in maybe pay a visit to House of Glory? Maybe.
I mean, first, House of Glory has to make sure I'm on the shows, period.
Oh.
So, I mean, maybe if that gets settled.
Are we gonna see maybe some type of contract negotiations?
Well, I mean,
Since you're holding the belt hostage.
I'm not gonna be like. Apparently, they announced that I was gonna be there to discuss what happened at the October show, and I messaged them, and I even wrote that I'm not gonna be there. So you could have Zack Sabre Jr., you could have who else? Trevor Lee, you could have Cody Rhodes, you could have Matt Riddle. But the one thing you're not going to have is the world title. So
the belt won't be in attendance that
going to
night.
be there.
Can the belt buy a ticket and maybe sit front row? Oh no, front row's already sold out, so no, they can't sit front row.
Well, third row.
Well, yeah, maybe third row. Maybe it could be a bathroom attendant. Maybe
maybe
it could be in there.
Make sure you tip.
And I said it jokingly. I was like, you messaged me, and I'm like, okay, great. I'm in my mind, the wheels are turning. I was like, shit. Gangone hit me up, and by the way, I gotta tell you, your episode is probably one of the most downloaded episodes of this show that's ever had. It's like, and even to this day, I look at the charts on iTunes and stuff, and it's still at the top 10 for here. It's you and Brian Excels that are going neck and also shout out to Hank. Hank is always like it's a character when he comes.
Yeah, he's a character.
But my wheels are turning. I'm sitting here going like, what can we do to spice this up? And plus, since I know you're on a tour, I asked Gangone, I said, can you bring the belt? And it's like, sure. I said it in jest, and it's here. I actually want to give it a beer or something like. I want to put a beer next to it, but the whole God thing might say, but might not be not a happy thing to do right now. So now, since that you have the belt, now do you walk around the house like draped one way, like you're cooking? Will you wear it, or is that just is that a little weird?
I wouldn't say that, but I definitely have my eye on it the whole time. I don't know who's gonna pop up.
You never know who will pop up. Yeah. And now that you have it, has anybody reached out to you, like other promotions, to say, hey, bring it over here?
I mean, obviously, I did the Beyond thing, and in roughly a week, I'm doing EPWE Underground, and I'm actually defending the title against a former House of Glory champion in Smiley.
Really?
Yeah, so my first defense, as of right now, unless something happens this weekend, is going to be against Smiley.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No, so it's going to hit the circuit. The belt is going to hit the circuit. Yeah. I don't think House of Glory management is going to be pleased, especially now that it's in TRSS Studios and it's going to be seeing other promotions. Do you see maybe now the backlash coming from the HOG locker room? Do you sense it?
I don't know. I don't talk to them. I did. I took the title. I left. Didn't talk to anybody. And that's it.
That is going rogue pretty much. Yeah. You are going rogue. So how's it been? You haven't been in the TRS studios for a year. I've seen that you're getting tons of, bookings after bookings, man. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
It's a great accomplishment to see you doing that. But with that, does the body start getting, you start feeling the fatigue yet? Like, does it start weighing you down yet?
I mean, this past month I suffered a knee injury doing I did CZW Dojo Wars for the first time, and I faced their champion and Frankie Picard in a 2 out of 3 falls match, and unfortunately he beat me. But I actually got injured in my knee, so I decided to take a few weeks off. But other than that, I feel pretty good.
To do a CZW match, it's like you're getting, you're feeling, you're getting on that ladder of going, to the next tier, and you're wrestling with who knows what'll be the next card. You've been in the ring with some guys who've already gotten to the main show, the main roster. You was in there with Perkins, Gangone, Johnny Gargano. How does it, when you see these guys make it when they at the big show? What does it tell you? What is your testament? Like, how do you feel? Like,
I think the best way to describe that would be that there's hope for guys like myself.
Right.
And, I feel like when I was in the ring with those guys, I proved to the fans that I deserve to be in there. It's not just because someone happened to put me in there.
Right.
It's like, oh, whatever, I sold tickets. Here,
Right.
put me in there. No, we had, especially with Gargano, we had a pretty good match for the fans to enjoy.
I gotta be honest, I wasn't a fan of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that match. You know what it was? I expected, to me, I thought it was gonna be like way over. Like I wanted that steal the show that night. Have you ever felt the same way too, that you got into a match that you didn't feel it should have been better?
I mean, that's almost every night, but yeah, I've been in that situation.
Yeah, because I could say that when I've seen you in the match, like there hasn't been. It's only been a rare few that I sat there and I watch your matches and I go, man, the Gargano one, I was like, oh, I wanted a little bit more from that match. Like it could have went over. But what did you take that match last? Was it a last minute match? Wasn't he supposed to?
Perkins was
the last minute match.
Yeah.
Right.
Perkins was supposed to face Red
that night,
but Red got hurt,
right.
and so they put me in there.
Yeah, you're in there, and like I said, for you to take a match last minute like that, that's got to take your whole, your whole adrenaline level, your whole mind process to another level. How do you prepare for stuff like that?
I mean, there's nothing in the ring that could happen that I'm not prepared for. I mean, after breaking my ankle and wrestling 20 more minutes, should I really be afraid of anything?
Right.
Not really.
Right.
I mean, unless I get dropped on my neck. But other than that, there's really nothing I'm not prepared for. I mean, if I can continue to wrestle 20 minutes after I broke my ankle, then I'm not really scared of anything.
It's like this past weekend we saw one of the House of Glory alumni, Danny DeMonto, take a really bad spill. He broke his femur and stuff, and get well soon to him. He's like I always say, he's probably one of my greatest heels in indie wrestling. When you hear stuff like that, does that go through? Does it make you second guess certain things that you do in the ring?
It hasn't. I mean, for me, my injuries really haven't changed anything about me because I only know one speed. So, and I hope Danny gets better really soon because I've worked with him on a few occasions, not necessarily in the ring, but backstage stuff. So,
right.
So I hope he gets better soon. But I mean, for someone like me, maybe 10 years from now, my answer would be different.
Right.
But I don't only know one speed. I wrestle every single match the same exact way.
And you've wrestled in some brutal. I mean, your recent one with Ken Broadway was like probably in a packed house. Was that the biggest crowd that you've ever wrestled?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How was the energy for you there for that? That's like, even me being a spectator, I was in awe. I was walking around. I was like, this is amazing. You guys are having the house packed like this.
I mean, I was pretty confident in my abilities that night, and I mean, I didn't know the exact number until afterwards that there were over 1,100 people in there. So, and then to get that kind of reaction to that match, and then especially afterwards, where the crowd is literally chanting only to me, NXT,
right?
Which kind of it feels good.
Oh, yeah, I was saying, you love that.
Yeah,
like, but and then it was. I mean, the match itself. The clips that they were showing on Facebook and stuff had over 5,000 views itself. Big, humongous moments in that match. Great storytelling and probably the best. Not for you, but the best. The best finish that we've seen in House of Glory for the longest time. Were you ready to do your swan song? Were you ready to say, I'm out of here, I'm done?
Pretty much. I mean, this title situation, it wasn't decided until literally I was in the car, kind of thing. So it's not like it's something that was planned forever, because it wasn't. That was legit going to be my last night there, and then I kind of thought about it, and then this kind of situation came.
So you basically had the mask in the trunk already. You had the mask.
I mean, other than the fans constantly stealing my mask, I have about 10 in the trunk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right.
I
Because
can go get it for you if you want.
sure, of course. Just sign it and it'll go right on. It'll go on the mountain right there. It'll be treasured as all my other stuff here. And like I said, probably if not you're one of my favorite wrestlers coming out of House of Glory. Do you get like a lot of love, even as you know, in your darkest way? Do you get a lot of fanfare and love from the fans out there? Do they, you know, and you being not such an, because you, honestly, you said it before the show, you're very introverted. Are you able to receive, you know, praise well from others, or?
Do I receive it well?
Yeah, can you?
I
like,
mean,
do you know how to like acknowledge?
I'll accept it, but I mean, in a way, it's very flattering, but at the same time, I don't put all my eggs in one basket when it comes to. If someone says I'm the greatest wrestler in the world, that's nice. I don't know if I necessarily believe that.
Right.
Although maybe I should.
I mean, especially with that.
So maybe I should.
Yeah, it should be.
I beat EC3 and Brian Cage, so.
Yes, two massive behemoths.
Yeah,
in
2 minutes.
In 2 minutes.
All little 5'9" men.
And you being the constant professional that you are, the constant. Now, this happens. Mm-hmm. You're now, you know, going rogue. I guess like we mentioned and doing this stuff. Do you see like, you know, do you see that in your mind that I can go other places? I don't have to be at House of Glory. I can be somewhere else. I could maybe, you know, go and be more of a regular ass CCW and stuff like that. Do you
I mean, I think it's very, very possible in the next coming months that I would get some sort of opportunity, possibly on a main show for CZW, but I'm absolutely think that I can go other places besides House of Glory because I'm doing it right now. So,
you're the Grand Slam champion.
Yes.
You basically, for you guys don't know what a Grand Slam champion is, let me inform you. Gangone himself has won the tag team titles. You were with Janela when you won them. Mm-hmm. You won the Crown Jewel, which you've changed to the Elite, which is a much better name. Brian, please do us a favor. Which is now the Crown Jewel, L'Chaim, Ken Broadway, and now you're the House of Glory champion. Out of all the belts, like out of winning, what was the biggest moment for you?
The biggest?
Yeah, what was the biggest moment of winning your championships out of the three?
I mean, I guess it would have to be the House of Glory World Title, just because it was more than just a match. It was more than just a moment. It's a lot of stuff backstage and personal stuff that was involved in this. So this win was more than just a wrestling win. It was a win all around for me.
Right. And you said stuff backstage. Like, was there rumblings of saying that, you know, Gangone has to be out of here? Like you're stifling of the talent. Maybe you're putting the shine too much on yourself. Was it
putting the shine too much on myself would be ridiculous, because if the crowd chants for me and I'm one of the most over people on that roster,
right,
and they decide what actually goes on.
Right.
As far as the stuff, there's never anything professional going on that was an issue necessarily. There's plenty of stuff I don't agree with that goes on there. That would be with any company, for any employee, whatever. But you know, there's personal things that went on in that company between myself and them, and you know, this is the outcome now.
Yeah. Oh. So now, and like I said, once again, it's here. And where I guess we take it on tour now. Well, hopefully it has. Maybe it could sit by the bar at October 21st. House of Glory, October 21st. Unbreakable. It's a big lineup. You have like it's Cody Rhodes. You have Michael Elgin. You have it's a big lineup. New York City Arena. Make sure you guys check out the website hogwrestling.net. Who's not going to be there is Anthony Gangone and the belt. That's who's not going to be there. Make sure you check it out. First Row has already been sold out. Make sure you check out HOGwrestling.net. Also check them out on the Facebook page, on the event page as well. You guys who've been watching on the live stream, yeah, we got to go now. If you want to catch the rest of this episode, it's going to be this week's episode. I had to bump somebody. Sorry, my apologies, but the Rogue One is in the building, so I'm sorry, but he takes precedence on this one. So be sure you check it out, TRSSpodcast.com. This week's episode. Make sure you check us out. Laters.